Hey, what is up? And welcome back for season 2 of Scamp Life. We're getting the Scamp all packed up, ready to go. Can't believe it's already the end of summer. Feels like it came too quick. But we're excited, ready to go. And first thing I want to do is show you around the Scamp and all the changes and modifications we made. But right now it's all packed up and ready to go. So we'll wait till we get to our spot and then I'll show you around. Okay, we're here. Now I can show you around the Scamp, and we almost ended up in the same spot as we did last year. That white van is in the background. That's where we were last year. So yeah, we're in Medora again. I will also link the original tour video somewhere on the screen or in the description, so you can take a look at that. Anyway, starting with the tour, I'll start on the outside. We downgraded our generator, so it's actually half the size, or half the weight and physical size, but we went from a 3800 to a 2500 because we didn't need that much power, and kind of nice to get less weight on the tongue. And that way we can strap our gas tank up here too. It's all locked in place. And then one thing I did get is a electric gas pump, so now I don't have to lift up the gas tank to fill the gas tank, or fill the generator. So that's nice. Another thing I did here was I got these jacks for stability, so that on both sides we pretty much got it level, and then it doesn't sway so much in the wind. And I'm actually going to go through the car too, just to show you what's in the car. I don't think I've really done a good job of that in the past, so kind of go through what's in the back here. So got my tool backpack, axe, hammer, drills, Laura's backpack with some stuff in it, jumper cables, or jumper pack, also fills our tires, and then snack tote, dry foods tote, and it says hunting stuff, but it's actually pretty much all our garage stuff. Lift it up quick. We got like bug spray, WD-40. Yeah, this is pretty much our garage. And then a ladder to put the Starlink up. Then we got our tube back on here, and our rooftop box. And before we had bungee straps to ensure that it wouldn't open up, but I put these buckles on here this time. Much easier than putting bungee straps all the way around it, just to ensure it stays closed. And kind of put some stuff in the seat, but now the dogs have this, well, they have the whole back seat this time. They didn't have the whole back seat last time. Yeah, now the dogs have this nice whole back seat. And then we got winter clothes and dry bags down here, some other miscellaneous items. And that's pretty much it for the car. All that's interesting anyway. Okay, what else is new? Shown you that before. Oh yeah, so got our extension cord that plugs into our generator. And then I added this grommet that's plugged straight into the jackery, so I don't have to run the cord inside anymore. I can just plug it straight in there, which is super convenient. And then our Starlink cable to the roof. And then our bathroom situation. And then we had problems with our water jugs last time, so we got these off Amazon, really highly rated. A little on the pricey side, but I would rather spend a little more money than deal with leaky jugs again, because that sucked, honestly. And then put in this porthole to run water hoses in and out, and I'll give you a better look at that when we go inside. Oh yeah, and then now we have 3 5-gallon buckets that fit in this backpack. Before we just had 1 7-gallon bucket. But yeah, and one's a cooler, one's garbage, and one's a toilet. So now let's show you inside. And for the inside, our most obvious improvement is we got this overhead storage compartment put in. So I can put all my stuff over here, Laura can put all her stuff over there. It's a huge improvement as far as storage goes. And then from that, I bought a travel guitar. So it's smaller than my regular guitar, a lot more durable because it's made out of like composite rather than wood, so I don't have to worry about humidity. So that's nice to have. And then I don't have the guitar hanging off the door like we did before. And so then we took out the top bunk, which is also like the back cushion of the couch. So I have a lot more room to sleep here. So made it a lot more comfortable. And then over here, I added this USB port, which is just an extension. So I drilled this hole, put in this port, and then there's just a cord that goes all the way around and over and plugs into this right here. So that way I can plug in my phone and whatever else I need over here. And then under my bed, my mattress is actually a 4-inch memory foam topper that my mom made these awesome black waterproof covers for, and same on Laura's bed. And then I actually added this foam like workout mats for some insulation, and on this layer some cushion. And then I actually put it in the compartments as well to see if it helps at all with insulation. And we got these dry tote reusable desiccant packs for moisture, so we'll see how those work. And then this is just my workstation. So these flip up, and we've had this before, I'm just showing you. But so then we added this power outlet here that just plugs into this here, which plugs into the Jackery over here. But having power right here where it's much easier to run our appliances, like a water boiler, and we got this little baby air fryer this time, so that'll be nice. Pizza rolls will be my main menu, and a toaster. And then we put our spices on this rack right here, because before we had them in the cupboard up here, so we have more room to put our dishes. And then I added these magnets on here to keep the cupboards closed so they wouldn't fly open when we're driving. So we moved the Jackery before the Jackery was right here, mostly because the table part down here had a leg on it for when it was in table mode, and that prevented the Jackery from sliding up here. I just removed that leg and put it in storage, so now the Jackery has a nice spot to sit out of the way. And to keep it from sliding when we're driving, I put down these rubber, thick rubber tape so it won't move around when we're driving. And then this is just my work laptop bag, and all we have under there is solar. So then we have room for a new dog bed as well. And then we also got these suction cup fans, so we're all matchy-matchy. And these stick nicely to the top, and I got them all hardwired in. Nothing's really changed in the closet at all. And I also installed a junk drawer, which is pretty much for charging things, but it's also a junk drawer. We also have our projector on a magnetic mount here, which is pretty sturdy and convenient with our Fire Stick. And then I was going to show you inside the water compartment, because we have some upgrades in there. So this is a hot water heater, so that's propane, on-demand hot water heater. So I can take that out, set it out, outside and run hoses through the porthole there. And then I have all the on-off switches under here as well, and that's our removable 5-gallon water tank. And then there's a electric water pump down there too that we can turn on to pump the water outside for a good shower. Oh, and then I installed these fairy lights up here. I'll insert a clip of what that looks like when it's dark right here. And then we've just got some cargo nets for storage. That's about it. That's a nice little quick tour. Most of the upgrades we made. After our stay here in Medora, we're just going to shoot out to Washington, meet up with some family. Yeah. Clogs are not the preferred footwear for one wheels. Alright, well that was a nice stop in Medora. We only stayed here 3 nights. Then I got 2 days off work so we can shoot out to Washington. Plan for today is to get a truck stop shower and then do a overnight stop in Montana and then a long day of driving to get to Washington. So yeah, we're gonna head out here. We just spent the night in Big Timber, pulled in after dark. We were lucky enough to get a spot just for an overnight stay. Worked out pretty well, but now we're gonna hit the road. We got at least 10 hours driving, so. Hey, we've been here for like a week and a half now, and I've got some time to kill, so I'm gonna drive to the top of a mountain. That mountain way in the distance is where I'm going. little chilly up here. Not all the way up yet. Still got like a half hour, but thought that was a cool viewpoint. There's the lake. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am like a mile away from the destination. I'm gonna shit my pants. Like, the road's not that bad. It's really bumpy and rocky in spots. But it feels sketchy in some spots. So I don't know, I'm gonna look at the map again and see if it's worth the extra mile and a half that I've got, or this is a pretty good place to turn around, so I might do that. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna turn around and head back down now, so wish me luck. Slow and steady. Well, we're pretty much off the sketchy stuff, so yeah, I just gotta get back. Right, back on pavement. Nothing quite like a nice relaxing Sunday drive. Maybe I'll do that next time. Hopefully that comes across on video. It actually took a lot longer than I expected. On maps it said like an hour and a half. I think it took like 2.5 hours to get up there. But alright, well, we just spent 2 months in Chelan, Washington with my sister and one of my brothers, and I'm going to show you some clips from that here. Howdy. It's 6:30 in the morning. It's been raining all night. I thought I'd show you this because we woke up to Laura's bed being pretty soaking wet. And weep holes are dirty, and that's all the crap that's coming out of it from just get a zip tie. Let's make sure to clean out these weep holes.
It's very cozy.
Oh my god. Okay, somebody's gotta say 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Here we go. Alright, buddy, it's hot. It's hot. It's not like killing me right now, though. It's hot. It's not like I'm not dying.
Alright, we'll see how that goes. And now we're at my eldest brother's in West Jordan, which is near Salt Lake City, Utah, for a couple weeks. But we had some things kind of not working great for us, like we gotta fix a 7-pin connector, so. Okay, so luckily on this it tells me what color I need to attach it to. It's kind of stressing out about that. Oh, almost forgot the important part. Got it. There, new plug. So another thing that had happened on the way here from Lake Chelan was I noticed while I was driving that the damper was sticking out of here, is brittle, cracked, basically just fell out. So I have to replace that, otherwise it's basically just a hole that's letting air in and out unwanted. So I ordered a piece off Amazon. It's too big, so I'm cutting it down to size to fit. By golly, I've done it. Not the easiest thing, had to do some modifications, but back in action. So we're also having an issue with our Jackery power station, and I ended up calling Jackery to see if there's anything I could do about the situation, and they ended up just replacing the whole thing on warranty, so we're super lucky about that. I got it shipped to my brother's place and picked it up, got here before we got here, so that worked out nicely. So now we have brand new Jackery. We meet again. Was delightful. Well, looks like we're going to be spending a few extra weeks at my brother's place in Utah because I have to fly back up north for a business meeting. So after that, we're going to head south. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too cold by the time we get to Arizona. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Howdy. We're at our first national park since leaving for season 2. We're at Zion. We just left my brothers in West Jordan. So it's our first week of actual boondocking, aside from Medora when we first left. But we are now on our own. I had to fly home for a week for a business meeting, a mandatory on-site business meeting. Correction, work meeting. But got to hang out with some friends and my parents and help my parents sell some cows.
Right neighbor, 2 and 5, $2 on 5, $2 on 5, $1 going 5, $1.95, 17 and a half, how much you read, 217, 59, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2 Bitcher, 219, 20. We're going to second door, 225, you have 226, 226, so over here, 225, 235, oh boy.
I got back, I found a place to go play some airsoft. Put some footage of that in here. But yeah, we're just outside enjoying a nice hike. All right, we're now at our spot in Herkin, Utah. We checked out Zion yesterday. We're here for the week, and then off to Arizona after that. So. This hotel room that we got for Christmas. Check out this bathroom. Complete robes. Howdy, we are back at our spot north of Phoenix, pretty much the same spot that we were in last time we got to Arizona. Last time they were building that gas station over there, and now it's built, so that's super convenient. But I wanted to talk about our solar setup, and some issues that I'm having, or I think I'm having. So this is our 2,000 watt Jackery, and I look at these numbers constantly. We have our input, percentage we're at, and output. So how many watts we're using, how many watts we're taking in. And right now you can see 151 watts of solar. But I have 4 100 watt solar panels, and I feel like I should be getting more solar power out of that. So I think I have an efficiency issue, but I think I have the problem solved. So I have these Y splitters that are supposed to connect solar panels. So right now I have 3 cords coming into the camper. 2 of them are by themselves. So 1, 2, and then 2 of them are connected together in series. Because you're not supposed. I have 2 DC inputs here. One of these goes to a cigarette lighter. But this is all our solar. This is all of our solar coming in. And this doohickey made by Jackery doesn't seem to work too great. Like, it needs a certain amount of watts to even kick on. So like early hours of the day, we're not getting anything when we should be. And it just, yeah, doesn't seem to pull in all the watts. Okay, I'll show you the changes I made. So before, I had each one of these had like 30 foot of cable coming off of it, and I narrowed that down to just 2 10-foot lengths. And then I replaced the Jackery splitter with these splitters, and that is giving me, because before this I was getting about 160 average on a good day, and now I'm peaking at over 230, so that definitely helped. Over 200, woo! Well, I got another flight to catch. Yeah, ready as I'm gonna be. Might have to look into get me one of those. Howdy. I have something I made up last year, and it kind of sticks in my head every time we move, so I'm going to share it with all you too. Moving day, gonna pack up all shit and hit the road. Bow, 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 bow. Alright, so we drove like an hour and we paid for a campsite and we're all set up now, and check that out. It's pretty neat, huh? It's from Minnesota too. Pretty nice guy. Scamp gang. Howdy. We are at Ironwood Campsite in McDowell Regional Park, and we're in a bit of a predicament. We're in the tent area of the campground, and so we have solar set up, which is kind of like our main power, but with the draw from like the Starlink from working and everything else, I usually have to top off the Jackery for like, and use the gas generator for like an hour a night just to top it off, so we have enough to get to the morning. Of course, I'm turning off the Starlink, but like using power throughout the night with the heater and whatnot draws power. So usually have to run the generator for like an hour a night anyway, just to top off the battery. And I didn't realize, or I didn't see anywhere restrictions. I saw obviously quiet hours, usually at a campground from like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That makes sense. But I didn't see any other rules or restrictions or anything like that, so I assumed like, running a generator should be fine. Not that I like running a generator, but it's kind of our only option. And so I had the generator just like outside. I didn't really run it or anything, but ended up with this on our door this morning. It says, use of gas-powered generators are prohibited. So that puts us in a bit of a predicament, because it's about noon right now. We're at 28%. That's not bad. Not really drawing too much. We can probably make it through today. It's a Sunday, so I don't have to work, so the Starlink's not on. But we're also not getting any sun either. It's pretty dreary today. So we got to figure out what to do. If we can't run the generator, I can't work, and eventually we're going to run out of power, we would pretty much just have to move somewhere else to a dispersed site where I can run the generator. Or we've got some other options that we're going to try first. So we'll keep you updated and let you know what I'm doing.
Whoa!
We successfully survived the week off of solar power alone, aside from when I had to charge the Jackery at the bathrooms on Sunday. But to do that, we took the fridge out of the equation and just kept our food outside in a bucket. Just topped it off with some ice, but it's plenty cold to do that just fine. And then we used the battery for charging our devices and heat mainly, because it's pretty chilly. Yeah, now we're gonna go more to unregulated off-grid.
I said, are you ready? He's bluffing, Bill. Let's go! Oh, shit. The funeral is cheaper than a trial, boys. I suggest you clear out.
Oh, shoot him. We'll send you something, Bill.
What? No, you get back.
Howdy. We're about 10 miles outside of Tombstone at our camping spot in Coronado National Forest. We'll be here for the week, but we're about 10 miles outside of Tombstone down a super washboarded, rough road. Yeah, once we got here, we opened up the camper and it looked like a bomb went off, but everything that had been knocked loose is fixable, so. Well, it's been a couple days and I could certainly use a shower, and I'm excited to use this system. First time I've really used it. But, air compressor that pumps water out of the tube through an on-demand propane hot water heater into the shower tank. So I'll let you know how that goes. Had to make a slight adjustment. The air compressor wasn't working like it used to. I think the air compressor might be a little bit broken, but we just switched to the electric pump and now we're both clean. Well, we had our first ever stop from a National Forest Service agent yesterday. Just wanted to make sure that we knew the rules, how long we could stay, how long we were planning on being here. All in all, it went pretty well. Seemed like a really nice guy, so I'd say it was a positive experience. And then we went on a hike. I just ran a couple errands and the roads have been being worked on, so washboards are pretty much gone, so it should be a lot easier getting out of here.
Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Drop the bag.
So that was our last night outside of Tombstone on National Forest land, and we'd caught a glimpse of those guys earlier in the evening. And kind of heard them making some odd noises. But we just kind of forgot about it and went about our night. And then I was awoken right here, because I sleep right here, by something what sounded like something large and heavy breathing and chewing right next to my face. So I got up, opened the window cover, and there were two 2,000-pound bulls staring back at me. So tried to get a GoPro video in the moment. Really dark for the GoPro, but here's some audio.
Hey! What is he actually chewing on?
I'm pretty sure it's the generator
Hey!
bag.
Sir! Hey! Can you...
But they seemed to be more curious than aggressive, so I put on my headlamp, stepped outside and started yelling and clapping at them. They kind of stepped back and eventually dropped the bag, so I retrieved that. Then I kind of shoot them off. Before we started this lifestyle, I really didn't think cows would be this much of an issue. I see him. Now we're at our location north of Tucson, the same location we were at last year. And we were thinking initially of staying here only 1 week, but we got set up and realized it's kind of a really nice spot and we're comfortable with it. So decided to stay the whole 2 weeks, but it rained the first 3 days that we were here, and it's been pretty nice ever since. Pretty much just been spending our time relaxing. And then our shower system has been working out pretty well. Laurel will go to the gym every other day, run some errands, and then come back with a tube full of water. So then I can take my off-grid shower. So I wanted to show you guys my latest project that I've been working on. And it has to do with the water compartment. So when we bought this, the previous owner put in this removable 5-gallon water jug. Now we pretty much just use this for dishes. But this summer I put in this electric pump to help move water around, and lately I've just been optimizing it. So I put in this manifold to run water different ways, and now I have it all in a system where I don't have to disconnect or connect anything to run water in any specific way. So I have my hose that goes from outside to inside, which is this blue one. So that can run in to either, if I turn that on and this on, it can basically, like if I was filling from a garden hose, go straight into the onboard tank. Normally keep that off, but if I have this on and this on, this hose runs to this side of the pump, which runs out and can either run, if this is on, through this green hose into our on-demand tankless water heater for a shower, or turn that off and this on. Then that runs through this hose. If I turn that on, the pump will run from the tank that's on the car, through the hose, through these hoses, through the pump, and then into the onboard tank. And what's really nice about all this is I can just reach my arm in without having to open all this up and switch these valves from the outside. So that's been really nice for us. And then this cord just comes out through here. This runs the pump, electric water pump. And then these other two outlets or valves. So if I just want to drain this tank, that would be this one, and it just runs outside. And then this one that's we have always on for the most part runs through this hose, and it runs around and comes out at our sink through that pump. So the other day I made a modification to the shower. I told Laura that I'd made it hands-free, meaning I put this nice little craft artwork here, and then, one second, bam, I can hang it from the top of the tent, so I don't have to, I can use both hands when I'm showering. Anyway, I needed help from her to turn this switch, and she said, I thought you said you made it hands-free. So a little light bulb went off. Alright, well, so now I'm clean. There's still a little water left in the tube. It's a lot easier to fill the tube than the onboard tank. So I'm just going to take the rest of the water and fill up the tank. It's pretty easy just to switch some valves around and direct it into the tank instead of to the shower. And all the hoses have these shut-off valves, so just to make sure nothing leaks inside. That's pretty much my shower setup. But wait, I made it better. Shower power. Shower power. Yeah.
Shower power.
Alright, today we're gonna try this pizza. I've had it for a while. See what happens. Had to move outside, smoke detector went off. maybe in a pinch. I don't know if this had an expiration date, but I don't think so. Probably as good as any other freeze-dried meal. That's not good. Will not be buying this one again. Okay, so maybe my expectations were a little high. That's what the picture looks like. And this is what it actually looks like. I think I've had this for... It's been sitting in here for like a year or two. I think I bought it last year. But I mean, I guess if I were hiking and I were starving, this would be awesome. It does taste like pizza. Maybe just a little dry and spongy. It's edible. .5 out of 10. Yeah. Howdy. We were actually able to get out of there pretty easy. Barely scraped the dirt. So up until this point, we haven't actually struck out when looking for a spot. Like every time we move, you could check apps and see where a good place to go would be, but we haven't actually struck out. We have never, before this point, gotten to a spot and it hasn't worked out for us. But we're looking for a spot somewhere near or in the vicinity of Scottsdale, and we looked at two of them. An initial one was like by a river in Rio Verde on Tonto National Forest Service land, but we got there and it didn't seem like there was a lot of space. There was bathrooms, there were garbages, so it had advantages, which would have been nice, and it was by a river. So that would have been awesome. There didn't seem to be a lot of space to park, and is not very flat, and it just kind of seemed, the vibes were off. Didn't seem right, so it didn't pass the vibe check. So then we went to our backup spot, which was only on one of the apps that we look at with not very many reviews, albeit good reviews. So we checked that out, and that was more of it was a staging area. So there were like, dirt bikes and trails for off-road vehicles, but no one else was there doing what we're doing, so like camping. So that one also did not pass the vibe check. So we are back at our spot north of Peoria, which we were at about a month ago. But we've been gone long enough, so we're technically following the rules. But yeah, just here for 2 weeks. But anyway, we wanted to be somewhere near Scottsdale because we had tickets to Hardy and Bailey Zimmerman at the Waste Management Tour. And some say that I have a slight resemblance to Hardy. But that was pointed out at least 17 times while we were there. Really don't have too much else to report on this one. It's been a pretty, aside from the concert, pretty boring 2 weeks. Howdy. Yeah, we're kind of feeling, sick of living in a small RV, so we got an Airbnb at a bigger RV. Just kidding, we're not sick of anything. We just got this Airbnb because I'll be gone for like 2 weeks. All right, here we are at Upper Red Lake, doing some ice fishing with the boys for the weekend. We were a little bit worried about the ice. It's been unseasonably warm this winter, but got out here, feels pretty good. Ice feels solid, not worried about it. So yeah, bite sounds pretty hot. So let's take a quick look at the house, eh? Going through First City Guide Service through Chaz. Got Randy back there. Carl. Howdy. Kurt. Howdy. Let's see how we do. All right, we're all set up and fishing. Here's my holes. I got my camera set up over here. Woo! On the board. Just under 17.
Nice fish.
Okay. 4 man's lobster. Woo!
Nice fish.
Out! Holy sh! Whatever you have is not small.
It's running too. It's not just hooked.
Like, I'm almost thinking about reeling this up. And the
Anything
other one.
under 30, we got.
Carl, you might want to really let other line up here.
What's that?
You might want to reel your line up here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with it. If it gets tangled, that's fine. We can deal with it. But whatever you have is, it's a pipe. It's a big pipe. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Hold on. Okay.
It's bumping the lines over here too.
Which one?
No. Nice.
Keep reeling.
He's a fighter. Fucking right.
Okay, when it gets close to the hole, don't wrench on it.
Screen just went black on this thing.
Yeah, I got video on this. You're good. Just get the fish.
Oh, that's still recording it.
Just get the fish.
Just get the fish. Oh, that's a nice fucking pipe.
Damn.
Hold on. Okay, stop.
Stop. We gotta get the head through.
The head's stuck.
Let off a little pressure.
Open the bail.
Oh, there we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Damn, that is a monster! That we can't keep that. That's way over 30.
Oh my god.
Dude, you gotta take a picture with that, dude.
That
Just like that. Just like that. Look at that.
Holy fuck, dude.
Damn. Yeah.
All right, 37-inch northern. Good job, Curdy.
Way to go, Kurt.
And he's gone.
Quick update. It's Saturday. Been here since Thursday. One walleye short of limiting out, so I think we'll get it.
Oh, there he is. Come on.
What do we got? What do we got?
Woo! Okay, this one might call it, boys.
All right.
I think it's a little bit bigger than the last one.
I kind of hope you keep that one in. That's what she said. Oh, that could be 17. That's over.
That's 16.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that's
16 and
perfect.
a quarter.
out.
Yep, we're filled out.
We're filled out.
Yeah, we're filled.
I'm gonna reel.
I mean, we can't ask for any better than that, can we?
I'm gonna reel
Yeah,
one
that's
of them up.
perfect.
A little bit. Fuck yeah, nice fish, dude.
All right. I guess we're done with walleyes then.
We're gonna take.
Yeah.
We got a really nice limit of fish though.
Yeah.
Well, you hit our limit of walleye, got some perch and a pout. Had a pretty good trip. Right? We're having fun, guys. We're having fun.
This is fun. So much fun.
We're having fun.
All right, so that's what we got. And now we just got to cut them all up. All right, well now we're gonna make some poor man's lobster and some fish fritters.
So we're cooking the eel pout. We're gonna boil it for 3 to 4 minutes in some Sprite. Then we're gonna make up a little bit of garlic butter, dip it in, and it should be pretty good.
I'm excited.
First time doing this, so see how it goes. Looking good. A few more seconds to go. Kind of looks like lobster meat, doesn't it? Okay, let that cool down a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can see that. So the thing about fritters is, I can tell you how to make it and what ingredients are in it, but it has all to do about texture.
What?
If you don't get the texture right, it's all wrong.
Deep fryer is preheated.
At this point, it's a delicate balance of adding flour and beer until the texture consistency is just right.
Start preheating deep fry.
Alright, so fritters got the consistency right at about the point where it all sticks to itself like a little dough ball. Like it can kind of fall apart like that. And then normally you just drop it into a air fryer exactly like that, but I kind of switched to using a forks technique. Keeps the hands cleaner. Shit's good. Home sweet home. Feels good to be back after almost 2.5 weeks, but let's get out of here. Well, howdy. Here we are at our campsite for the week at Navajo National Monument in northern Arizona. The weather is actually pretty closely mimicking Fargo's weather back home, but yeah, we'll be here for the week. Pretty nice campground for free, sunset campground, and I think the stay limit's 7 days, but it should be a pretty nice stay. Those are some really nice Zion-esque trails. Definitely do recommend. A lot less crowds than Zion, that's for sure. But one thing, I don't know if I think I knew of, but I didn't really think of until we got here, is we're running a generator right now, and I don't know if you can tell, but it sounds kind of foggy. We're at 7,200 feet, and apparently a generator loses about 3% for every 1,000 feet that you go up. So it's barely squeaking by to charge the Jackery, so it's kind of something to think about, something to keep in mind, but we're getting by. Alright, today is Wednesday. I haven't showered since Saturday, so I set up our shower situation so I can wash my hair, because I think I could use that. Refreshing.
Well, mystery solved on what peed on our chair.
Yeah. Wild dogs. At least 5 of them.
Can I pet that dog?
Woo! Moving day. All right, we're gonna pack up and get out of here. We got a hotel for tonight in Kayenta. It'd be nice to have a room with a full bathroom since we haven't really showered fully for a week. Howdy, good morning from Kayenta. Spent the night at a hotel. And I just filled out a police report because there's something missing. A generator and 2 propane tanks. And honestly, it could have been so much worse. So luckily it was only just that. They didn't get anything from inside, and there was even other stuff outside that they could have taken that was more expensive. So yeah, that'll change things up a little bit. Guess spoiler alert, we're already planning on coming home within this week, but this will probably speed things up a little bit. So on to Moab. Well, here we are at Moab, and we got a site that we're paying for with power, so we don't have to worry about making too much noise running the generator. Never mind. Yeah, it should be good. We'll be here for a couple days so we can check out some national parks. So, and today is just going to be a check out Moab kind of day. Could use a drink after this morning, so. Cheers. All right, well, Delicate is not an easy hike. It's moderate, but that was well worth it. I definitely suggest it if you have the chance. We got back to the RV resort, went and soaked in the hot tub for a little bit. It was a good day. Tomorrow we'll start driving. Good morning from Casper, Wyoming. Spent the night at an RV resort. Now we're gonna do one more night of boondocking. Wall, South Dakota. Just drove through the Badlands, spending the night at the Wall. Wanted to stay here pretty much since we left the first time. Finally get the chance to. It's beautiful. Just wish the wind would calm down a little bit. It's chilly. It's been fun. It's time to go home. We're going home like a week early. Cold. We're bringing the cold back. Well, we are officially back for the summer. I'm sure I'll have videos here and there throughout the summer until we leave again, but thanks for tuning in. See you next time.